Good morning.
Yeah, talking about Tinubu's reform, so far so good. What can you say concerning all his move and policies so far? The
Okay.
effect and the advantage on disadvantage of Nigerian people.
Yes, we are disappointed by Tinubu accepting. The governors came together. They made the proposal. They looked at the tax reform, and they made the proposal of what they wanted. And when you look at the VAT, value added tax, we see usually it was six. It was 20, 50, 20 for vision, 50 for equality, then 30 for I think population. That means 20% for those that are producing the tax. 20% of the money goes to them. Then 50% for equality for one Nigeria. Okay, we share it equally amongst, because we are all one Nigeria, and because you are part of Nigeria. So that 50% of your own taxation should be shared. Then 30%, which is population, will be shared according to the population that you have. So states with higher population will get more. Yes, they get that 30%. So now the new proposal was like for derivation, that is the states that are bringing out those money, they will get 60%. Then I think 20% around, I think 60% is the bone of contention. Yeah, population 10% and equality 30%. That is 100%. So the governors now came and said, no, we are not going to follow that of the federal government, and we will follow this one that we wanted. What they said was that 50% for equality for one Nigeria. So if you are making money as a Lagos state tax, you carry 50%, and that's one Nigeria. While we have some other states that are basically they are clueless, no creativity, no nothing. They don't have anything to put. In fact, they are just there to become parasite. I know what parasite does. They only feed on the host. They don't contribute. They only take and take and take. So you as a Lagos state government, that you have you have governors that are working day and night to make sure that there is investment, there is creativity, the roads, infrastructure, attract whatever. You now get your tax. You now carry 50% of it and now give to people, especially from the north, that are not productive. So the proposal of the governor, especially with that derivative, they have to reduce it, I think, to 30%. Then they now said equality 50%, then population 20%. Tinubu saying, from the papers we read this morning, Tinubu saying that he's impressed by what the governors proposal. Nigerians already are rejecting any kind of proposal that will make states lazy, that will make governors not stand to their toes. Look at what is happening of recent. Look at the Southeast. Look at two governors. They are trying to compete with each other, trying to make sure that they put their heads on ground, which did not happen a very long time in the Southeast. We had, especially under the PDP, we had governors that would just go and collect money and practically do nothing. Abia State, the last governor of Abia State is Okezipa. So he did one flyover. I traveled and I saw the flyover, and this was his achievement for 8 years. One flyover. We had the like of Wike. I mean, I don't know accountable flyovers. Even in Abuja, what Wike has done as per infrastructure tells you a lot about this tax bill, especially those northern governors that are dormant, that are doing nothing. They need to implement a bill that will make them start working by fire, by force. And the governors now are still telling us that we don't want to work. We just want to keep on reaping where we don't sow. The more reasons why I'm even surprised that among all the governors, we have southern governors there, we have southwest governors there, we have the southeast governors, we have the southern governors, and you all agree to this. I know most of these governors, really, people don't go into politics so that they can think out of the box, work and make sure their society is a better place. They only go in there just to answer governor, his excellency, sit down in office, say you come, you go, you that, without actually going to meet the needs of the people. So more of this, we thought that Tinubu would be strong enough to keep these people at bay, or strong enough to insist on that one that was proposed by a tax reform team. You appointed people to give you a reform. You appointed professionals to give you a reform, and these professionals spent their time, their expertise, their skill to bring out this reform, only for the governors to rubbish it. And the president is attesting, according to reports. I know I'm using according to reports. The presidency is attesting to the fact that the efforts of these people will be wasted. What is now the essence of having them in the first place? And another thing I want to talk about is the police commission presenting their budget. The IGP of police was there, the Minister of Police Affairs was there. You see, when you look at the table, there's one man from Ebonyi State, he's a senator of Ebonyi State. The other one is from Akwa Ibom State. They were presenting the budget, and imagine we are all together, all senators, and the police brings a copy of what is going to present to us, and they had to print the copy. They need to share it for everybody. But at the long run, we saw that a different copy was shared to some people. So I was asking, that's why I said this Tinubu's government is not a government that will bring change to the people, because it might be a politician that can play politics, but if you allow corruption, if you emerge from corruption, if you grow from the ranks of a corrupt system of government, you cannot change that system. Instead, you just be like a jungle whereby lion eats goats, fish eat fish. Jungle whereby it's a zoo. This one, grab it, snatch it, and run away with it. No meaningful development every day. In a house, we have chairmen that are Muslims, that are religious people, chairmen that are fathers. They have children. They will be teaching their children morals. The old chairman sat down, and intentionally they know that they were being cunning. There's corruption going on. So members were having a different booklet so as to defeat maybe those people that they have paid to close their mouth had the booklet of the police. Other members had a different booklet so that maybe those ones are not part of them. You are lying, but it's too much. So I noticed one thing. The man from Akwa Ibom and the man from Ebonyi State, these are Southerners. And the majority of the other people were Northerners in that committee. I know that if you take away oil from Nigeria revenue, Nigeria is going to crumble. And where do you get that oil from? It's from the south. Southern Nigeria, let's call it Southern Nigeria. We have in Ondo, we have in Abia. Let's use it Southern Nigeria, because we have in the southwest, we have in the south and southeast. These two people, their regions are the one feeding numerous numbers of all those ones. You see them, they are almost 20 or 30. I'm trying to point the fact that some people are parasites. They're just there figurehead, nothing, just wear agbada, buy house, marry wives, born children, blah blah blah, and everything. You born many children, you can't take care of them. Now put population. The population you put on the tax now, if the federal government pay for tax, you can't use the tax to take care of your children. You go on the streets of Kano, you see Amajiri here and there. Two of these Southerners were raising concerns. These are the people feeding the whole of the North, because it's the South that feed the North. I've said it before. Revenue, revenue last time, 2024, our revenue, oil constituted 80% of our revenue. The whole Nigeria. Take away oil sales, import and export. Where do you get the oil from? South. Take it away, Nigeria cannot survive. Take it away, all these northern, all of them will turn to beggars. But you are feeding from the southern part of Nigeria. The money that is invested is gotten from southern part of Nigeria. You are feeding, and you are excluding those people from knowing what is going on in the police commission. You give them different booklets, and you had the temerity to tell them that they should go. As he was saying they should go, I just say maybe I just carry my hand. If I have where I can get juju that can give me invisible slap, I can give each person 1,000 slap. You are telling people that are feeding you and your region, parasite region, to go. After you have planned corruption, you just shown all around you. And unfortunate, the man that is going is an Igbo man. He's wearing a red cap. So they will say these guys have grab. And the politics they have been playing since 1960. Politics since 1960 never make Nigeria better. Somebody is playing a different politics, calling out evil. You are saying because it's an Igbo man wearing red cap. One Agidi, one Kini. That's why they are not president. Those that have been president since 1960, what have they achieved? Have they fixed anything? Now APC is trying to say they will fix. They are fixing road, and whatever they are fixing is to show off, not because they love the people. It's to put themselves in power. They were shocked at what happened in 2023. How Labour Party came from underground and almost swept them up. They were so shocked. So they are trying to fortify. Not that if they were interested in the people, they would have done it with Buhari's regime. All they are just coming to, you know, say they feel Nigerians, when you dey hungry, you then gaslight you go enter. When you don't have hope, you don't have a good job, you don't have any hope at all, they make sure that you are hopeless, and they be selling lies to you. And when they sell the lies to you, take it because you are hopeless. They bring religion to make you look, to weaken you, whether it is Christianity or Islam. Whatever they bring in form of religion is just to weaken you, make you not to think for yourself. And we have majority of Nigerians, they don't know anything happening going on in society. Only, you know, or it's rice, it's baby power, everything. They don't know how to hold their government accountable. It is this elite, these people that you find at the house, they are the ones responsible for these things that are happening. And when there's a bill to restructure Nigeria, some people will just stand kick against it. And tomorrow you now go on Friday and now go and sit down in mosque. You are serving which God? Which God are you serving? You are deceiving yourself, saying you are serving. God is not a God of wicked people, of hypocrites, of people that are deceitful. These are the people we have in politics. So those people in that house, in that committee, they will go to church, they will go to mosque, and they will tell other people that the man that walked out doesn't know how to play politics, that he's supposed to calm down. In the face of criminality that is, if you don't call it out, then when will you call it out? Okay, you should calm down. At the back, they will now go and resolve everything. See, I just know that the only thing that will make Nigerians want to support Tinubu is restructuring. But fixing Nigeria, I don't think Tinubu can fix Nigeria because it's a part of the corrupt system. And you cannot emerge from a corrupt system and change that system. You cannot. Because you are part of the system, then you want to change that system. Now then go remind you, see what happened to Obasa?
Yeah.
So now they know he's a fake lawyer. Because Supreme Court is a fake lawyer. Because he decided to do something against them. He's part of them, but because he decided to do something against them, that's why they are telling him that we know your secret, we expose you. The last time APC said, even though you are a thief, you are an armed robber, you are a kidnapper, you are a ritualist, join APC. They know that is that your kidnapping history, armed robber history, they use and control you. So if you join them, okay, you are forgiven. Fight them now, you know, so you are not forgiven. They use that your kidnapping or armed robbery, whatever, against you. So APC have people that are fake lawyers. He has been a lawmaker for how many years? Almost more than 20 years. And this is the party that tells you want to bring governance to people. Any governance without good morals, at least reduction in the corruption. But a government that is riding on corruption, snatch it, you know what it means, snatch it, grab it and run away with it. A government that is riding on stealing the mandate of the people, the livelihood of the people, cannot make any difference. So it's a minus for Tinubu to accept what the governors are asking. That means with all the gra-gra, we are going back to square one.
All right, thank you very much. Your time.